We were interested in communication, so we made a few short films and questions to put up on our Facebook page. Then we hit the streets and asked these questions, using both forms of communication.
Do you use social media, and how often do you use it?
I do use social media pretty much on a daily basis.
And just to keep up on what's going on.
Oh, I use social media and probably a little bit every single day, yes.
Do you like social media, or do you like to spend time with someone face to face?
When I have the opportunity, I would prefer face-to-face, but since my friends and family are fairly spread out, social media is usually easier for those that aren't close by.
Is it easier to develop friendship online or face to face?
I find it easier to make friendships face to face. I get to know somebody and I know whether I want them as a friend or not.
What do you guys find interesting about Facebook?
It's very exposing. Lots of people that you might not necessarily be very close friends with, like they'd be acquaintances, would know real personal details about your life.
Well, like on that you can kind of like choose the exposure, I suppose, of what you like, what you show and not show, and then you can only let in good things sometimes and just show only the good side of life.
Yeah.
Which is really being like dishonest to yourself and other people. Do you find it easier to be honest with someone through social media and texting or face to face?
It's a whole lot easier to lie through text than it is face to face, because you don't have to control, your face at all, really. So.
Does social media make long-distance friendships easier to maintain?
No matter how far away someone is, you can always just talk to them, to click of a button kind of thing, like so.
Facebook and texting is bringing people closer together or pushing them farther apart?
I think texting and social media can bring people closer together. It depends on how much you rely on it. I think it increases our ability to communicate with each other, so closeness, but as long as you also interact with people face to face, you don't rely on it.
Do you think social media is painted as the villain?
I definitely think it is. I think people think we rely on it more than we actually do, and I think that it's just because it's a newer thing, so people are always afraid of the new, and I think that people are learning to find the happy medium between face-to-face and social media.
What are the pros and cons of social media?
I think it's great in that you can always communicate with somebody, but I think it is a major disadvantage because you're always available, which means that you can always be interrupted no matter what you're doing, and you can't ignore. I find it difficult to ignore a text or something like that, and that's how I feel about it.
So, what did you think about the feedback we got on Facebook?
I was actually really surprised when I went onto it, and I kind of saw how many people had viewed the page and everything, and that actually a lot of people, when they commented on stuff, they really put a lot of thought into it, and they really kind of told the truth.
But when people view it, it doesn't really actually say, did they actually pay attention to them or did they actually watch them? Because as we found in the feedback, people try to multitask and they try to do two things at once. So did they really pay attention to what we're saying?
In our opinion, communication today
Is quite varied.
from face to face.
To social media.
Social media is
Very useful for connecting.
With people all over the world.
At the end of the day, face to face is better. That's a wrap.
Thank you for watching.
I want to like you, but I can't push the button.
I spent all the night and I'm not learning nothing.
I read from your page, but it's all looking funny.
I fixed my computer, but I don't have the money.
The screen is delayed and I just keep on pressing.
You like my comment, but it sure is depressing.
My friendship is sure, but it won't keep on sending.
Computer is broken.